What's up guys, Overture here, and I wanted to make this video kind of talk about how I got into gaming as a whole and what it played in my life, and you know why I wanted to start this YouTube channel out. And I remember when I was a kid, my mom had the original Game Boy, the really big fat white, no color piece of shit, and she had Tetris, and I remember playing it, and it was fun, but it wasn't something that I enjoyed doing. I still liked going outside, playing with my friends and all that stuff. I didn't really get into gaming until I started school, and I think I was in first or second grade, and my dad bought me a Game Boy Color, and he gave me a game. It was a Mario game, but it's like really rare. Like, I haven't seen anything about it. It was like Super Mario Land or something like that, and it was a 2D, no-colored Mario game, and you had like these bugs flying trying to get you. It was a weird game, and it was difficult. It was really hard. I remember playing the first level like a million times, and I could barely beat it. But anyways, the next game he ended up buying me was Pokemon Red, and I fell in love with it. It became my life. I remember I would play it, complete the Elite Four, and I would start over immediately with a different starter Pokemon, and I would catch different Pokemon each time, and I just continually beat it, start over, beat it, start over. I remember I did that all the time, and then, of course, he got me Pokemon Yellow. I did the same thing, and then Pokemon Gold and Silver came out, and I enjoyed it. It started becoming a real staple in my life. Was I'd get home from school, and I would play Pokemon, and then later on down the line, he got me a Super Nintendo, but I had to share it with my aunt at the time because she's special needs, and video games is something that we would connect with her about. So we left it at her house, and we'd play Super Nintendo games together. I remember playing Yoshi's Island and Mario 2 with her. It was a fun experience, and I remember I wanted a console back at my house, so when I got home from school, I didn't have just Pokemon to play. And my dad eventually bought me a Nintendo 64, and it was amazing. I remember he got me Super Mario World, and I forgot what other game, but I remember playing it a lot, and we would take trips to Blockbuster back when Blockbuster was relevant every Friday, and we just rent different games from them. And I remember renting Super Smash and Kirby and all the other games, and it was really fun. And I didn't really get much into games since then until I moved out of my house into a neighborhood where there was a lot of kids, and I met this one friend who was like this complete like super nerd. Like, he played games all day, every day, and I became really good friends with him. And he had like every system. He had PlayStation 1, Super Nintendo, NES, Nintendo 64, GameCube, PlayStation 2. Like, he had everything. And I would always go to his house after school and play games until I had to go home. And he was a big fan of Nintendo. That was his big thing. Nintendo was, in his mind, the best game company, and everyone else was subpar. So me being the younger kid I was, he was... When we met, I was in 4th grade, he was in 7th grade, so he was older, and like me being the young kid I was very impressionable. So I kind of grew into that same mindset where Nintendo was this amazing gaming company, and everyone else was just kind of like subpar. They weren't really a gaming company. So I had a Nintendo 64, a GameCube, and a PlayStation 2, but I never really played the PlayStation 2. I only have, I think, Kingdom Hearts, and that was about it. I didn't really play it. But what I really liked was the GameCube. I remember playing that so much. There was this game, Phantasy Star Online. It was my very first online game. You could play like this fantasy world where you could be like a swordsman or a shooter or something like that with all these people, and I played that a lot. And I also had like stuff like Kirby's Air Ride and Mario Kart and all that other stuff. But other than that, I didn't really get really serious into gaming until I got an Xbox One. My dad got it for me because he got it for free. He used to work at Best Buy, so he would go on all these trips and retreats, and he'd come back with all this free stuff, and he got an Xbox One, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, but, you know, my friend says GameCube is awesome. He doesn't have an Xbox, so I don't know what's good on it. So my dad bought me Halo 1, and I forgot what other game, but he got me Halo 1, and I started playing it, and I had another friend in the neighborhood. He came over, and he's like, oh, dude, you got Halo? Let's play together. So I was like, all right, that's fine. And we started playing it, and that's when I really decided, like, holy crap, this is awesome. Like, this is a shooter game. I get to be a soldier in the army, and I'm like this really big super soldier, and it was really awesome. And when Halo 2 came around, of course I had to have it, and that was like my first real like FPS online experience. My friend would come over and we'd play this every single day. Every Friday he'd come over, spend the night. Saturday we'd play it all day, and Sunday he'd have to go home, but we would just play it non-stop. That was like our weekly tradition, and it was awesome. It was a very big point in gaming for me, is when I decided that although Nintendo was fun with all their quirks and cartoons and some of their gameplay was alright, but FPS is where it was at. That's where I really wanted to be. I had a really big enjoyable experience with that. But when I started high school, I didn't have that much money for games and stuff, so I kind of like took it down a little bit. I spent my time on my computer playing free MMOs like MapleStory. That was a big part, and RuneScape. I played that because it was free and all my friends were playing it. I didn't really get another console until I was a freshman in high school, and my friend told me that Halo 3 was coming out, and I was like, oh shit, man, that's crazy, but I don't have an Xbox 360, I can't get it. And they're like, oh man, that sucks. And eventually when the game did come out, every single time I had class with them, they'd talk about, dude, man, you need to get Halo 3, it's so much fun, we're playing together every night, man, it's so fucking cool. And I was like, damn, this really sucks. I don't know what to do. And I remember going home and I would tell my mom about it. I was like, all my friends have this Xbox 360, they're talking about playing this Halo game, and I told them how much I love Halo 2, and I thought a little of it. I just kind of started going to school again, and I remember coming home one day, and my friend walked home with me, and I walked inside, and my dad bought an Xbox 360, because I remember telling my mom how much I wanted it, and I was like, holy shit, this is it, man, I'm really going to be an online gamer now. So we spent the whole weekend playing Halo 3. He bought me Halo 3, PGA Tour 2000 whatever, I don't remember. It was a golf game. It was for him, since he likes that kind of stuff. And Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and my friend told me, oh, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, that shit's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, but I'm really more focused on Halo, so I kind of never really played Call of Duty, and Halo 3 was my staple. I remember playing with my friends all this time. We'd do Forge, we'd play these custom game modes, have an amazing time, and you know, it was fun, and I had a lot of time. I had a lot of fun with it. But then my friend's like, you know what, just try Call of Duty, just try it. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So I put it in and I play it, and I remember I just did shitty my first couple of games. I was like, man, I suck at this. I do a lot better in Halo 3. I have more fun. They're like, just stick it out, get to the higher levels, get all the guns, you'll have more fun. So I remember playing it, and it honestly consumed my life. I remember playing it day after this. I remember getting bad grades in school because of it. Like, my grades were starting to slip, and I never really did bad in school until my senior year. I had always like fluctuated around a 3.0, 3.2. So getting a 3.0 from a 3.2 wasn't that big of a deal, but to my parents it was. But anyways, that's besides the point. Call of Duty 4 was the thing for me. I remember playing it so much. I got to max prestige and everything. It was something that me and my friends all connected with, because whenever we had free time, we're like, alright, let's play Call of Duty. Let's just fucking do it. Even if we were all at someone's house, we just play split screen. But I remember back then it wasn't like, it wasn't about my score. It wasn't having the best KD amongst my friends. We just played to have fun. That's all we did. We only really started getting mad when we were dying a lot and we weren't getting a lot of kills, but we never like went, oh, what's your KD? What was your KD after this match? We never even focused about that. As long as we won the game and we weren't dying a lot, then we were having a good time. And I guess that's how it basically started for me for FPS. Now, I know this video has been kind of dragging out along, so I'm going to make another video talking about how I decided to do YouTube and how I progressed from becoming this casual shooter player to more of, you know, I want to play the objective, I want to learn everything about the game. So Stay in tune for that. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a rating. Let me know what your guys' first video game is. Let me know why you decided to get into the shooter genre. What was your first shooter game, and what you liked about it. Anyways, this is Overture Soul. Please leave a like rating, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you want to see more, and have a good day.